these small touch things, they make people feel good. Like you said, they uplifts them, right? Those are the impactful things. Yeah, table stakes, got to run a good workout, can't get them hurt, those kind of things. That, like, you have to do that. But all the stuff around it, I mean, I describe it, to our director the other day is like, hey, the job is checking in, following up, and doing what you say you'll do continually via text, email, or in person. And if you do that, you love on people, they ain't leaving.
Matt, what's up? Why are you laughing?
I was reading my dad joke.
Okay. He's laughing at his own dad joke, folks. Well, let's hear it.
You ready?
Let's hear it, yeah.
Right out of the gate, okay. Did you hear about the walnut at the cashew party?
No.
It was nuts.
God.
It's pretty good.
What has two butts and kills people?
I don't know.
Assassin.
Oh, my God.
Get it?
I get it.
Assassin, get it?
I get
All
it.
right. All right, just making sure. I mean, sometimes it goes over your head, Hold on. Let me pop a cold one. The sound. That's actually a Celsius, folks, so don't get yourself all riled up.
Did you start the camera?
It's a little too early. Yeah, I did start the camera. Yeah. Thanks. It's a fair question. It is. Hey, look, today is going to be part 3 of our Care is Currency series. Is based on the talk I'm going to be doing at conference. So I wanted to just rehearse it beforehand. So you're going to be hearing this after, but also it's a good message to get out to everyone. So this is part 3. Essentially what we're doing is, what's going to be the moat around our business? How are we going to win? And we're going to be able to out care everyone. And there's a way we can do it. We have mechanisms in place to do it. So we're just going to talk through those and tell stories about why. If you're not with Alloy, you probably should listen up. Also, any kind of business, really.
Yeah, do it.
Should I read my profound statement again?
I thought you were going to do that. I thought you.
I would like to. You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready? All right, folks, brace yourselves. Here it goes. The future of Alloy will not be built on luck. It will be built on quick wins. It will not be built on quick wins or chasing shiny objects. It will be built on 1,000 small acts of care every day in every location from every owner and every team member. This is not our first rodeo. We've been here before. We've seen what works, and businesses that win care more. So my challenge to you is simple. This week, prove it. Care so much it's obvious. Care so much it's contagious. Care so much you can't help but do the boring work every day. That's how you build something that lasts. That's how you change lives. That's how we win.
It's getting better every time, man.
Dude, I love it. Fires me up. It gets me fired up, dude. Yeah, same too. I'm
That's,
like,
that's your walk-off, right?
Yeah, it is. That's the mic drop. I just have to remember it.
Okay.
I mean, I could put it up there and read it, but come on. It's better.
No. You gotta get that down.
Yeah, I got to get the body language in there. I got to role play that. That's why I'm reading it over and over. By the way, this is pre-conference for those of you that are hearing it, so it's a little bit of role play as well. But let's get down to business, man. We can literally outcare every other brand based on the number of members in our facility and the mechanisms we have in place. We're going to cover 2 more of those today. The first one is something that we took from the Ritz-Carlton, and it's called surprisingly personable. Tell them what it is, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, what it is just a monthly gift or gifts. We always set aside an allowance of money to give these out to our clients, and they are personal gifts based on our interactions with the customer. They're totally out of nowhere. They're not planned. They're something the team comes up with based on who we speak to, who they are, and we go out of our way to give just nice personal gifts to our members. We generally do like 150 a month, which could be one person, could be multiple people. Examples of this is we've gone on our way for, I remember one client was homesick for Chicago. We bought
wait, you're going to steal my thunder.
Oh, well, you asked me.
All right. Well,
there's no prep here, so just literally walked in.
Well, I'm glad we have the same.
Hey, what is it? Whoa,
wait, hold on. I'm glad we have the same story on deck. All kidding aside,
all right,
it's very impactful. You want to go ahead and tell it?
Nope, it's you now.
You sure?
Yeah.
It's on my list, man. It's on my list.
You're the one's got to get ready to get
Look,
this.
first of all, the psychology of a surprising gift far outweighs the birthday letter you get from your dentist or whatever. That just comes out of the computer. Still better than nothing. You still ought to be acknowledging those things. But I'm telling you, a random gift based on a side conversation that was had with a coach or the director or just overheard with other clients, surprising someone with a gift like that is so impactful. I'm just going to give a few examples, one of which you started to tell, which was a client we had for a long time. Yeah, exactly. No, hey, man, it was that impactful. We all remembered it. So we had a client, to your point, that had moved here from Chicago. It was during the latter parts of COVID, and I think one of her parents had COVID, and so her other parent wasn't doing well health-wise either, could not visit. She couldn't go up there and visit. So it was just a really hard time because she had just moved to Atlanta, maybe a year or so ago. And she's a huge sports fan. And she was still getting in here despite all this stress and that a lot of people were going through at that time, but she certainly was going through it, and we knew all the details. So we jumped on Amazon and ordered her a Chicago Bears sweatshirt. It was probably $40 or something, just a regular Chicago Bears sweatshirt. But the key is that it was surprising, and the message around it was really the magic, right? So it was presented to her, and we simply said, hey, we know your parents aren't doing well. We appreciate you carving out time for yourself coming into this facility. It's not lost on us. We see you. We know that you're hurting, and we'd like to be with your parents. We just want to acknowledge the fact that you're putting out effort around your health, which is really hard to do. So we see you. We appreciate you. And she cried. I mean, she broke down in tears. There's a great picture somewhere on our social media from a million years ago of her holding up her sweatshirt.
That's actually in franchise training, believe it or not.
Is it really? Yeah. Dude, it should be. I love it. So anyway, sorry to steal your thunder, but it's good to know that it was such an impactful story, right?
Yeah.
Other examples are like from our corporate gym, we have an older couple that is getting ready for their second marriage, right? And they love like pickleball and golf, and that's just part of their overall, what they do together. It's like a bonding thing for those guys. Tennis, golf, pickleball, all of it. And so the team went down and bought them, down the road from here is the PGA Superstore. And they went down and bought them a gift certificate, for their impending wedding from the PGA Superstore. And the guy was so moved, he was in tears. It's like, it was such a surprise. It was just like, hey, congratulations, you guys are awesome. And again, we know you love golf. We know you love tennis. We know you play pickleball. Here is a gift certificate there, right? Just to go. They have all the things you need.
For no reason.
For literally nothing other than a conversation in a meeting that said, who are we going to love on with our budget this month, right? And what it does, the ancillary benefits or the cascading effect is everybody on the team is now looking for little opportunities to make clients happy, like little conversations on the side. Like I can think of times that people would be like, oh, I hate vegetables. And I can remember the coach at the time was like, well, I got these spices I put on mine. It makes them taste not too bad. And they're like, oh, there's no way, blah, blah, blah. I mean, say what you want about vegetables, but like they don't taste great, for a lot of people. But the key was that conversation happened. When it came up in the meeting, is like, who are we going to love on? It's like, hey, I've been egging, say, Matt on to eat more vegetables, right? He hates the way they taste. I was telling him about some spices I get on Amazon. Let me order those. They're like, cool. That's $20, right? So you're keeping tabs. You don't have to blow it all on one person. You don't have to have a budget for each person. You just want to make sure you spend it fully each month. But you and I have talked about it. If I was a young coach at any place and somebody's like, here's a budget of here's money to go make people happy, to love on people, I would have flipped my lid. I would have been like, this is freaking amazing, right?
Yeah.
So make sure if you're a Alloy owner or if you're even in another business, it's a great idea. Make sure you spend the budget. Like some people don't even take the time to spend it. Like how can you not want to help people? Like that has to be the driving force. You have to care enough. It sounds silly, care enough to spend this money on people, right? So the spices, you give them to the person. They're like, oh my God, they're so moved. Even though it was kind of a ha-ha, it's like, I can't believe you remember the conversation. You took the time out of your day to order something personal for me, right? Crazy. And another, we have a lady at the corporate gym also that started getting really fatigued after her workouts, lightheaded and dizzy. And it turns out she has a heart condition and it's really affected by hydration. And so the team heard that and they got her a couple of things. I don't remember one, but one of them was the hydration supplements from Alloy and gave her that. And the same thing, dude. It's like so easy. It's such a simple, easy gesture. And she was literally in tears when they gave it to her. It's because it's thoughtful, right? That's what it is. And I'm sure there's a million other stories out of our club that does it. If you're in Alloy and you're not doing this, I don't know why you're not. It's a very small budget. It's so impactful when you have 130 people. That client that we gave the bear sweatshirt for, it was a lumpy time during COVID. I mean, we weren't perfect. We had our mishaps here and there. And I mean, it's just a tumultuous time for everyone. Everybody's heated about everything. And she stuck through it. So, it's one of those things that like, I think it really can increase your retention. We're going to get to some metrics, maybe. I don't know that I'll bore everybody on here with too many numbers, probably in a couple podcasts from now as we wrap up around just keeping people a little bit longer in your system. We talked about it on the previous one, how much more revenue that puts to the bottom line. So
all right.
it's both, it's the win-win that is our brand. Make money, check. Change lives, check. And I think both of those, it's an and, it's not an or. And a lot of times I think in fitness, it's an or, right? Like, oh, I can do this because I don't care about money. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, everybody cares. That's how adults keep score in a business, right? It's like, let's care about money and let's care about helping people, right?
Sure.
It's an and thing. So anyway, surprisingly personable. It's one of my favorite things that we do. And as a brand, we ought to be doing it brand wide. So that's something I'll definitely be talking about at conference. The next thing on my list that's a mechanism that's already in place, is part of our structure, is just texting. And I know texting sounds weird, but let me describe what we mean by this. So the coaches have a padding of 30 minutes on the front and the back of their schedules, right? Mm-hmm. The front is to get there, get prepared, look through your schedule, see if there's any new people, check the iPad, do all the things that you need to do. The post-shift texting is very impactful because it's after something happened. So some regular occurrences that are part of our system are somebody's first time in.
Yep.
So imagine somebody comes in, they're very insecure, they haven't worked out, they're going to be sore. It's not that much fun to start exercising, right? So you're going to hit them up with a text and just be like, hey, great to meet you today. I can't wait to see you Thursday. If you're sore, don't call me. Whatever the nature of your interactions have been, go there. If it need more just true motivation, give them that, whatever that may be. But it's such a great opportunity just to see people outside of like the session, right? And you've said this so many times, Matt. Our coaches aren't just widgets. We aren't just selling workouts. It's such an empty promise to just be like, we have kick-ass workouts. To me and to you, that's just table stakes to even give you the rights to be in business, right? Mm-hmm. Much less, like everybody can claim that. It's kind of an empty claim. Like, what's a good workout? I don't know. Like, we don't hurt people. That's good, right? And we provide a safe workout. And if they show up a lot, we're going to get results. That's all given. The science is already handled, right? Making all that come to life with things like this is the real key. So I've got tons of stories around this, and I know you've got some things to add, but I can think of one of our Stronger Together award winners this year is when we bring clients we fly them to conference. We shoot a video of them beforehand, and we fly them to conference. We show the video, and we have them up on stage just to celebrate what it is that our brand's actually doing in market. One of the three this year, her name is LaShawn. Her video will probably be out by the time this podcast comes out. Check it out on our YouTube page. Freaking amazing. She says in there, she was motivated to come in because her cousin passed away, who in their daily lives was more like a sibling. They spent all their time together, and they're roughly the same age, right? And her cousin just died in her sleep one night from just complications from maybe not being healthy and fit, right? So she's like, I got to do something for myself. So she joins an Alloy, and she's just, she's like, I don't know what to do. I'm kind of intimidated. She's like, I know I need to do something. I just don't know I just don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do. So she joins an Alloy. She joined the Buckhead Club here in Atlanta, and Heather's like, well, what are your goals? Well, how are you going to get there? It's a great question, right? And she's like, I told her, you know what? I'm going to advocate for myself. I'm going to try to I'm going to prioritize this. I'm going to do it in honor of my cousin. I'm going to do it for me, right? Then she says in the very next breath, and you know what? I got a text message from my coach later that day, the first time I went in, and they were like, hey, you did a great job today. We're really happy to have you here. You're going to do amazing. And she's like, I thought to myself, you know what? If someone else is going to advocate for me, I'm going to advocate for myself too. Like, if that person's going to go to bat for me, I'm going to go to bat for me. And I'm just like, yes, because no one on the consumer side understands that is a system, right? Look how impactful it was. Look how impactful the gifts are. Look how impactful just one text message can be to someone who's doesn't even know how to support themselves, right? How do I champion myself? Well, if I'm going to borrow it from you, if you're going to do it, if you can believe it about me, you don't even know me, I believe it about me too, right? How cool is that? One text, right?
One text.
And then she went on to pay it forward. And now she works out. She's a train engineer, conductor. So, when she's in town from Charlotte, in Atlanta, they stay in a hotel. She goes and works out at Alloy. She walks there because no car, right? She travels here by train, obviously. And then she goes back to the hotel, and all of her coworkers come down, and she makes them, and they meet her in the gym, and she trains all of them. Just gets them moving, right?
That's great.
And you'll see it in the testimonial video. They're like, man, she motivates me so much. And, she pushes us and tells us we got to believe in ourselves and all that. She borrowed that from the coach, who borrowed that from us, or who knows, right?
Right.
It's like, dude, one text message can lead to that trickle down, that cascading effect. So, like, don't take these things lightly. It's so easy, and it's a structure that's already there. It's already paid for, right? Like, you're paid to do it. So, like, that's one example. Another was I had a candidate in here in the system at one point who was looking at doing 6 alloys, right? They live in Charlotte, and they work out at one of our Charlotte clubs. And she's like, I just love it. And I'm like, well, what do you love about it? Right. And she says, well, do you know that every now and then my trainer will just text me after my workout and just tell me how good I did? Like, you did a great job today. You did this many push-ups, or I see you, your butt's going to be sore. You're killing it, blah, blah, blah. And she literally says to me, who does that? She's like, I can't believe that the coaches there care so much about me. Care so much. She's so impressed by that. That's the one thing she pointed to that's going to have her outlay enough capital to buy 6 alloys at one time because of text messaging. That's the one thing. So that's how impactful that it is, right? It's like, okay, so we got somebody changes their lives and they change other people's lives. We got somebody who's going to make an investment to change lives because they're so impressed by what? A text message. That's what they cited, right? And then lastly, plenty of stories of just clients that leave and they're just nervous, a little bit like LaShawn, but maybe even so, like they don't know if they're going to be able to stick with it, or like, how did I do? It felt awkward. And then they get just one affirming text message about, they did a great job. I see you. You're going to do great. Don't worry about your bad knee. Don't worry about this. I've got you, whatever it is. It can be so uplifting. And we've got examples of these, piled a mile high. And I think most coaches know what to say in those instances anyway. We have the platform for you. You're texting through your Alloy Ops platform, so you're not using your personal cell phone, none of that. It's all professional. It's coming from the same number. And man, is it impactful. It's so impactful. So anyway, it's a texting mechanism that's in place already. Simple gesture, but man, does it go a long way. And I know you had some more examples of maybe who and how to text.
Well, when you're talking about text messaging, you're talking about the coaching side of things, right? We have processes in place for them to do this, things to do before their shift, after their shift. You talked about the messaging. We also have stuff just from the director standpoint. So we have even more than that, where it's an actual, what we tell people is like, it's a group of people helping a group of people.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, helping ladies and gentlemen. Right.
That sounds better. But that's what we are. Like, it's not just one individual. So even our directors are doing these follow-ups with these members, right? I have one just right now from Hainesbridge, just Scott here. He literally sent a message. This is all he said. Lisa, checking in, see how your first workout went. How do you feel today? And she comes back, feels great. Mild soreness, got to start somewhere, and ease back into it. And just super excited. But and then she finishes with, thanks for checking in, right?
Is that literally the words? Thanks for checking in? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So just the literal taking the time to follow up with somebody just to see how they feel, how impactful that is. And then imagine again, they get that from the coach. And then imagine again, they get a good job. And then heaven forbid if they do miss a workout, guess what? That's in there too, or we're going to reach out and be like, hey, what's going on? Everything all right? Right? That's the difference.
Yeah. Like,
right?
If you miss a workout in our system, the system is that you get a text message. Hey, where were you? Missed you today. Well, somebody's waiting for you. Like, that's what a personal trainer does. In bare essence, they hold you accountable. Well, if you don't even notice that they didn't come in, this isn't friggin' class-based concept, right?
Right.
This isn't a 24-person boot camp where somebody doesn't come in. It's like, oh, well, at the end of the month, we'll see who came in less and I'll reach out to them. No.
Right.
Immediately, where were you? Didn't hear from you, right?
But it's like, the unreasonable hospitality. I forget the guy's name. What's that guy's name?
I can't remember his name, but it's a great book.
But I mean, one of the things he talks about is it's not like we say it's not the workout or it's not the meal, because he comes from like the restaurant business. It's how you make people feel. And that's what they remember, right? So like these small touch things, they make people feel good. Like you said, they uplifts them, right? Those are the impactful things. Yeah, table stakes, got to run a good workout, can't get them hurt, those kind of things. That, like, you have to do that. But all the stuff around it, I mean, I describe it, to our director the other day is like, hey, the job is checking in, following up, and doing what you say you'll do continually via text, email, or in person. Right. And if you do that, you love on people, they ain't leaving.
Why would they? And where else are they going to get that? And that's why the brand has 130 to 150 people in it, right? It's Dunbar's number. You can have intimate relationships with that number of people scientifically. None of this is by mistake. None of it. But you have to care enough to do the things that you already have in place, which are plentiful and simple and easy to execute. Right. It's a lens, Matt, that you put on yourself and your business that says, these are our guests. I'm here to care about and love on these people. And I'm so thankful I've got all these tools to do it. It has to start with that first statement, though.
So, I mean, we have it systemized and we're like, hey, the process is SOPs to run it. Back in the day, we didn't have that. It was just generally like we cared enough to do it. So, like, we have that now. I always describe this to two people as if this was your one client, remember that scenario, right? Like if this is your one client that paid all your bills, like literally your way of living, everything, what would you do for that person? Right. You would do everything that we just talked about and probably 100% more, even more, honestly, right? You probably drive to their house and pick them up.
Right.
But like that's the mentality, and that's where all this comes from. I'm going to treat every single person like they're the only thing that matters, and that's how they're going to feel about it.
Right. And where do they get that? Some people don't get that anywhere in their lives, to be honest, is sadly, we used to have a sign in here saying we're the best part of your day every day, because we're that third place for sure, but maybe they don't get that, man. Maybe they're not engaged at work, or maybe they aren't married, or they've got a tumultuous home life. It's like, dude, you can be a ray of sunshine for people. You can be the best part of their day. And here's some hard mechanisms and systems in place to do exactly that. And that's why our corporate facility maintained for years and years a 3% churn rate, because people aren't leaving unless they are moving or something happens, right? They're just not, because who would leave a place that loves you like that, right?
Right, exactly.
For sure. All right, we'll wrap it up there, and then we'll see you guys back for part 4.
Cool.
Peace.